It should be against the law for it to be this cold. Man. Brownies for my brownies. What you doing, man? What you doing? You're not getting none of my brownies. My ass. None of my brownies. No. Did you eat? Hi. How are you? My nephew was mad at me because I won't give him my little bag of brownies. I only got one bag left. He ain't getting on my damn brownies. He's mad at me. It is cold. I hate being. It should be against the law for it to be. And being anemic like me, winter is not my weather at all. Me being anemic, I thrive in this. Now he want to cry. He ain't getting my brownies. I'm sorry. That's my last brownie. See, I eat these. This my last bag left. I bought him his own bag. No, you will eat all my brownies up. When I open them, I'll give you one. And they should be ashamed of themselves putting 4 teeny ass brownies in the bag. They should put at least 6 in there. I'm a right little. I'm a right Edmonds or Edelman, whatever the hell you want. I do not like wintertime at all. Hey, Word Bomb, how are you, handsome? How are you? I hope you're doing so good. It should be against the law. It should be against the law for it to be. Hey, my future, how are you? It should be against the damn law for it to be this cold. And it's funny because I was thinking about black people, right? Black people, we thrive in the summertime. We thrive in the heat. Like we are best in tropical warm weather. And I noticed that white people, they thrive and they're their best in more cooler, cold weather. So I was thinking that they say hell is hot. They say hell is hot. But what if hell really wasn't hot? What if hell is really cold? And they got us thinking that hell is hot. Because if you think about it, black people cannot thrive in a cold weather. You got some black people, they love cold weather, but they don't want it cold. They rather have it on a more cooler side, but not freezing cold. Because black people would die in cold weather, right? So what if hell wasn't really hot? Because if black people are children of the sun, then that means black people would be mainly under the sun every day, all day. And it's really, really hot if you were under the sun. If we are supposed to be children of the sun, then that means that we would be under the sun and it would be extremely hot, right? So is hell really hot or is hell really cold? Think about that. And I know y'all might not think about that for a second. Like, is hell really hot or is hell really cold? Because in the hot weather, black people, we thrive. We thrive. We thrive. And it's like, you know, that's weird. Because that means if black people was to go to hell where it's nothing but heat, we would thrive in hell. Think about that. Think about that. If we was to go to hell, we would thrive in hell. Hey, Telly, how are you? We would thrive in hell because it's hot there. Now, if you think about when in the summertime, we can thrive off the heat. We was in the cotton field picking cotton all day, every day in the heat, under the sun, and we was working every day. You put a white person under the sun in the cotton field, they would die maybe within a day, 'cause they would burn up. So is hell really hot or is hell really cold? So I was just thinking about that. Because I'm like, that's weird. Like if you were sitting down in your chair right now and you get a warm, like a cold breeze that shot right past you and it's cold and it give you, have y'all ever felt that? Like when y'all sitting down and all of a sudden you get this real cold breeze that just passed through you and it give you the shiver like, ooh, it's cold. What if that's really a demon that just went past you and it couldn't enter you, so it went past you and you felt the breeze of that demon? What if you feel like this real hot sensation? Have y'all ever felt a real hot sensation that goes through your body and it's like, ooh, it's hot. And then it just go away and you may think it's a hot flash. Maybe that is the real angel. Maybe real angels are really hot. I'm just thinking because if black people thrive off the sun and the sun absorbed through us, you know, then that means that it will be hot everywhere we go. It will be hot everywhere that we go. So that means because if we are children of the sun, that means where we go, we were supposed to be in hot weather. Now think of a flower, think of a seed. Think of a flower, think of a seed. Can a seed or a flower actually grow in the cold? If you were to plant a flower right now, it needs sunlight in order to grow. It needs sunlight in order to grow properly. How many trees that you know of, or how many plants, or how many seeds that you know of thrive well in the winter? They thrive well. You can plant a tree in the wintertime and it's going to grow. It may grow, but it's going to grow all, you know, it's not going to grow right. But have you plant a tree or a flower in the summer, the sun is out all year round. It's heat, you know. So I was just thinking about that. And I'm like, wow. So when you think of star seeds, think of the fact that we are star seeds. Some of us are star seeds and some of us is earth seeds, right? Some of us was planted on the earth during the cold weather. And some of us was planted on earth during the more heater weather. So a lot of us, we thrive in the cold because we were planted that way. A lot of us was planted in the heat because we were planted that way. I believe this is the reason why we have seasons on this planet. We have seasons on earth because you got a lot of earth seeds that was planted during the cold weather, and you got a lot of seeds that were planted during the heat weather. And the fact that you got some seeds that were planted during the hotter weather, that's what makes us children of the sun, seeds of the sun, because we thrive in the sun. And you got some seeds that were planted in the cold and they thrive more better in the cold. So I'm like, yeah, so it's like future that the children that thrives in the heat, it's funny because on my TikTok I made a post about it. I just didn't post it on my YouTube. But during the summer, during the summertime, then the more cooler side, the more warmer side in the summertime, melanated people, we thrive. During the cold weather like this, we are more in survival mode. During the more cooler and cold weather, melanated people is more in survival mode. But during the summer and the more warmer weather, we thrive the most. And during the colder seasons and the more cooler, Caucasians, they thrive. And during the warmer summer heat, they gotta survive. This is why they give you the suntan lotion. They give you the suntan lotion because Caucasian people gotta really survive in the heat. They gotta survive through it. That's why because I truly believe that black people, melanated people, should not be using suntan lotion. Why do we need suntan lotion? Suntan lotion is only artificial melanin. That's all that it is. Suntan lotion is nothing but artificial melanin. So why black people putting on artificial melanin when they are melanin within itself? So why black people using it? I never understood that. Black people should not be using suntan lotion. That's for white people to use. They need artificial melanin in order to survive in the sun. Why do we wear it? I don't understand it. I don't understand. And I am red. I am a black woman myself, believe it or not. And a lot of people they can't see it in me, but I am a black woman. I have never wore suntan lotion in my life, and never will I ever do that. Because even though I'm a red bone, I got melanin in me, a lot of it. But I never got that. I never understood that. You can be my friend. Oh, I worked at a warehouse for 13 years, and we didn't have no heat, and I am anemic at that. And it was hard working in the cold. And right now it's cold in my house. Cause it takes a lot of energy to heat up my house. 'Cause I live in a big house. It takes a lot of heat to heat up this house. And then this house is not really insulated that well. So we got little holes within this house that the cold is coming in. So we gotta have the temperature up real high. Hey Will, how are you? So it takes a lot of heat. We have to have it on at least 85 degrees or higher in this house in order to keep it hot. Turning it on 80 degrees in this house is like having it on 50. It don't do nothing. And yeah, a lot of people don't believe that. And don't get me wrong. I at first I couldn't see it, but I had to really get in denial. And the reason why I see the blackness in me because my mother's black. Huh? You're not eating my brownies right now. I haven't opened them yet. This is my last bag. When I open them, I give you one. Okay? Have a good day, future. Have a good day. Have a good day. So I had to really get out of the illusion because everywhere I go, people may think that I have maybe a little black in me. They be like, you may be a little black, but it's obvious that you ain't all the way. And I'm like, because I think I'm black. I know I'm black. I mean, my mother's black. I'm like, well, shit. So everywhere I go, I've always had to defend myself for who I am. Black people think that I'm denying my own race and I'm trying to be like them. White people think that I'm denying my own race and I'm trying. So it's one thing about being a red bone and you high yellow with a little look like a little crazy look to you. All my life I had to explain who I am, where I'm from, my ethnic background, my cultural background, and I'm like I'm a black woman. That's all I can say. You know. No, I don't know. I know that it always been like this since we've been living here. And I will check. I will check. I will check, cloned. I will check. Cause I know as long as we've been living in this house, during the wintertime, we thrive in this house. Our gas and electric bill is high during the wintertime. During the summertime, of course, the heat is off. But it's like we thrive in the wintertime. And then the thing about it is I'm not the only one that's anemic in my house. My mother is anemic too. And it's bad. Get up and cook. No, I already ate. I already ate. So I don't have to get up and cook. I already ate, so you late. They changed our name so many times, Will. You sure in the hell got that right. They changed our name too many times. And the fact that they changed our names so many times It's bad. It's really bad. And I just feel like um, I was thinking about something. I was thinking about Africa. Hi. Um, the clear plastic kits that they have in my old house. Um, in my old house, I did have the plastic kicks in my window, and it worked good. It actually did. But in this house, no, we didn't. We didn't do that. We didn't do that at all. But in my old house, we did have the plastic kits, and it actually worked great. So I think the reason why we didn't do it in this house is because, believe it or not, even though y'all can't see it, but we have very high ceilings in this house. We have a very high in my old house. Our ceiling was low, but in this house, the ceilings are very, very high. So it's like no. Oh, I use them too, and they do work good. They work real good. And this is the thing, they do work good. And I might tell my mother about it, like ask her, do she want to get it? Because I don't know how much they cost where you at, but here they're a little expensive. That's where, yeah. So I might, yeah. But real, yeah. It's amazing how all that they have done to us, real. It's amazing how all that they have done to us, and throughout all of this, changing our conscious level, lowering our frequency, putting us in these low frequency bodies, changing our air, changing our sun, changing our moon, changing everything, and we are still able to awaken. We are still able to thrive. We are still able to remember who you. So that tells you how powerful we are as a being, as an energy within itself. So they took everything that make us who we are, right? Take away everything that make us who we are and just throw it away and make us forget and erase it. So at the end of the day, we still remember who we are and how powerful we are. That lets you know how powerful that you are within itself. You got some beings down here that don't know that they forgot. Thank you for the flower. Shut my door, man. Hey, Jillian.
Hey, mommy, it's
Yeah.
been 7 days, and it's cold, like it's snowing out there.
Well, I do know it's been raining all day.
Yeah, feel my hands. My hands been cold for the.
Well, you've been walking around here, huh? Oh, I thought I drank a lot of coffee.
No, you didn't. Hey, get back in here. Hey, keep an eye on your mama. Keep an eye on your real mama.
Thank you for the flower and thank you for the 100. Thank you. Thank you. Ugh. Thank you again. Thank you. Today is December the 2nd, and I wasn't planning on staying on live that long. I was planning on from now on, I was planning on um really? I I gotta thanks for the floating heart. The story about how I put it down. Y'all gotta understand. Let me make it clear. A lot of times, no, when somebody send you 100, is it $100? I wish it was. I could use $100 right now. I wish it was. No, when people send me gifts, it's basically credit. Um, no, no, I wish it was $100. No. I never smoked cigarettes, but I used to smoke weed though, but I never smoked cigarettes a day in my life. But I used to smoke Mary Jane. Yeah. I used to smoke Mary Jane, but I never smoked cigarettes. No, never smoked cigarettes. I never had an urge for it. I puffed on it a couple of times to see what was the hype about it. I didn't like it. It didn't do nothing for me. But no, I can't find nothing intriguing about smoking cigarettes. And when I was smoking, when I was smoking herb, when I got tired of smoking it, I just quit. You got some people that when they smoke herb, they get addicted to it. And they smoke it every day like a cigarette. But one thing about me, I could stop at any given time. I never really was able to get addicted to smoking herb. It was like, okay, I ain't done. I'm done with it. And I'm tired of smoking it. Let me stop. And I stopped. I didn't have to wing my way off. I didn't have to do anything. No, I think that you got some people. They have what do you call it? Because I was just talking about this to somebody. You got some people that they got this gene in them where they get addicted to certain things. They smoke cigarettes and they get addicted to it. You got some people that can do all types of drugs and they can just stop doing it. You got some people that is addicted to crack. You got some people that can do crack every day and just say, you know what, I'm tired of doing crack and just stop. You know what I'm saying? I believe that it's some people that got that gene in them to where so they can just stop whatever. You got some people, it's like an addiction gene. I forgot what you call it. Because I talked about it to a friend of mine, and they was telling me how their girlfriend is addicted to smoking every single day. She cannot function without smoking herb, because if she don't, she going to get in mood swings and everything. I'm like, well, damn, that's an addiction, I guess. And she needs it every single day. When she wake up, when she go to sleep, during the day, she got to have it. And I'm like, wow, I've never had that kind of addiction gene. Never. If I want to quit, I quit. I quit. I never had that addiction gene. But what I was saying before was that that goes to show you how powerful you are. Back to what I was talking about with you, Real, is that they can take away everything from us that makes us who we are. And we are still able to thrive out of nothingness. Think about that. Imagine where you come from. You was a god or a goddess, and you were worshipped, and you were rich, and everything in life made you who you are, gave you eternal life. Everything was free to you. Food, water, everything was free to you. And you knew who you were. You knew everything about you. You knew that you was a god. You knew that the world around you catered to every waking being of you. They gave you eternal life, right? So now you were put in a new reality where you were no longer a god. You were nothing. You were a slave. You guys got to pay to live. They spit on you. They torture you. You are nothing. You were trash. You were basically trash. And through all of that, you were still able to remember and know who you were and know that that's who you still are. So for you to remember that, that's how powerful you really are. And that goes to show you that you are not like others. And this is why I like the movie Thor. I like the movie Thor, the first original, the first Thor. That's why I like watching the movie Thor. Thor tells you a lot about the Christ being. You just got to look at it in that perspective. But the movie Thor tells you a lot about how Thor was once a it tells you how Thor was once a god. And Thor was a god, right? But Thor was an arrogant god. He didn't really have a heart for people. It was like, I'm the god, I do what I want, you punish. So by Thor being a god, and his father was the god, but Thor was like a prince. He was like Jesus in a sense. You got God the Father, then you got Jesus who was the prince. So Thor was the prince of God. So Thor was very arrogant. He thought that since all power was in his hands, he can do whatever he wants. He really didn't think about people and their feelings and their perspective of regular, normal people. He didn't think about that. So what happened was the father took all of Thor's powers and his privilege away from him and sent him to earth. So Thor had to live among the people that he ruled over. So once Thor began to live amongst the people that he ruled over, he now have a different perspective of life. He now know what real love is. He now know what being real genuine was. And now that he has now known the perspective of the people, now he knows. So when he went back to be the prince that he always was, he now know how people feel. So now he have a better heart. He have empathy. So now he's a better prince. So now he cares about people and how they feel. When at first he didn't. So this is why I like the movie Thor, because it teaches you about empathy. It teaches you about being a great leader. See, being a great leader is not just about being in control. It's not just about being a great leader. You got to understand the people that you have power over. And being a great leader, I believe that is why we are here. And thank you, Telly. And I believe that that's why the Christ beings are here. And I believe that the Christ beings are here so that because when the Christ beings got here, we didn't remember who we were. You know, we had to grow and expand. I believe that's the reason why Christ being have the worst type of life. Because sometimes we got to go through hell in order to see our strength. If Christ beings came on this planet and we had everything catered to us like we did when we were back home, we wouldn't know who we are. But I believe this is why Christ beings have the most craziest, disastrous life, because we got to realize who we are through hell. And right now, this is why a lot of people feel like this is hell, and a lot of people feel like this is not. And the ones that feel like this is hell, because they realize they are feeling that they are not getting what they're supposed to have, and they are not getting what they need to thrive. Because right now that I have awakened in the physical and I have awakened spiritual, I now realize I don't have everything I need to thrive. I don't have my powers that I need to thrive. I don't have the gifts that I need to thrive. I don't have the energy. I don't have the frequency that I need to thrive. So I am living in hell because I got to survive living like this, right? But as I'm surviving living in this and everything that made me who I am was taken away from me, I got to survive. And as I'm surviving, I am learning more of who I am because it is bringing out the strength that I never knew that I had. Because I didn't know that I was this strong, because where I'm from, I don't got to be strong. I could just exist, and I am strong being who I am. But living in this dimension, I got to survive. I got to be strong. I got to show inner strength that I didn't even know that I had, because I don't have the powers that I used to have. At first, I could walk through walls. I can read minds. I can do things with my hands. I can't do that anymore, so I have to survive with what I got, and all I have is me, right? So it's like now that I am learning who I am through just surviving, I am seeing the powers that I have within myself through nothingness. Through nothingness. I have to pay to live. I got to survive that way. And at the end of the day, when we go back home, we're going to have a newfound mind because we're going to know how it feels to thriving nothing. So no matter where you put us at, no matter where we go in any dimension, it was proven to us. It was proven to you, Telly. It was proven to you, Real, that if you can survive in hell and you can thrive through hell, you can survive and thrive through anywhere. So this is what makes you Christ. Because one thing about Christ's going to always win. Because Christ is basically the source of energy that we all need. And it lets you know that you are Christ within itself. Because no matter where you put Christ at, Christ is going to always survive. Christ is going to always thrive. You got a lot of beings down here that is dying, that have to kill themselves. But you are living in this, and you are surviving, and you are thriving, and you still remember that you are the God. You still remember that you are the goddess. You still remember that you have power. You still remember that you have gifts. After they done took away your food, they took away your water, they changed the atmosphere, they put you in this firmament of a body, they took away your sun, they took away your moon, they took you away from your family, they took you away from your atmosphere. Now you are in hell because everything around you is nothing that is of you, but you still manage to remember who you are. You still remember to manage how powerful you are. You still went deep into yourself and felt the power and used the power that is in you, even through this earthly body. When the original bodies that you have is powerful. But now you're living in this dump of a body that is nothing. You now have a brain that is controlled. But you managed to thrive and survive off of having a controlled brain and a weak body. You still manage to know that you are Christ. You still manage to know that you are a part of Christ. You still know that you are powerful. And you still manage to know that you are powerful than what this brain actually giving you. You're more powerful than what this body is showing you. You are managing to still know and remember that. That goes to show you that you are something more bigger than what this earth is telling you. You are more bigger than what this universe is telling you. It's letting you know that you are something bigger. And the people that created this body, the people that created this brain, they are now seeing that you cannot be conquered. You cannot be conquered. No matter what they do. They can change your brain 1,000,000 times. You cannot be conquered. They can put you in the crazy body. You cannot be conquered. They can surround you with the most horrendous family. You cannot be conquered. They can make you pay for your food. You cannot be conquered. They can poison your food, poison your water. You cannot be conquered. They can take away your son. You cannot be conquered at all. Because you are God. You are the Christ. You are God. And it's letting a lot of us know in this reality who we are. This world that we are living in is basically showing us who we are. You got to wake up to know who you are. You got a lot of people thinking that this world is coming down on us because it's hating us. This world is coming down on us because it is trying to show you how powerful you are. And the more that this world, the more that this earth, the more that this dimension come down on you, that means you got to push up. And eventually we're going to push up and we're going to push it away. And we're going to see the powers that we have. We're going to see how powerful we always been. For some people, this earth is coming down and they are falling. They are falling and they can't get up. But for some reason, while this earth is coming down on you, you are falling, but you are still lifting. You are still lifting. And sometimes it's gonna get heavy. Because it's not an easy life. Sometimes it's gonna get heavy. But at the end of the day, your body is never gonna hit that ground. Your body is never gonna hit that ground. And eventually that energy is gonna get tired of fighting you. And you're gonna conquer it up. And when you conquer it up, you're gonna push it away. Now you are the God looking down at all others. You're going to be up looking down because you are now saved from it because you conquered it. You got a lot of people right now that is allowing this world, that is allowing this universe, that is allowing these demons to come down on them, and they are falling and they don't know how to get up. And eventually their body is going to hit that ground. And once the body hit that ground, it's going to be hard to get up. But you manage to let this world conquer you and try to take you down. But you failed many of times. But you managed to get back up. And eventually these demons going to get tired of fighting on you. They were like, look, this person too strong. This person too strong. So it's either they're going to quit tampering with you, because eventually if you continue to allow these demons to fight you, these demons are eventually going to lose. And if these demons lose, then that means that you're going to destroy them. So before a demon allow itself to be destroyed by you, a demon would just leave you alone, period. I can't mess with Telly. Telly too powerful. She ain't giving up. She got too much strength. Let me go mess with waffle with fries. I'm not gonna mess with Telly no more because Telly too powerful. Telly ain't no quick. So let me go mess with waffle with fries. I bet you I can get that one. Cause Telly too powerful. She don't give up. She keep rising up. So if I continue to mess with her ass, she gonna kill me. But if I mess with waffle with fries, I can get the best of waffle and I'm gonna kill him. You understand what I'm saying? So we are all living in a world with demons. But these demons, they know who to mess with. They know who to tamper with. See, just because we are children of the Son, just because we are children of the Christ, it doesn't mean that they are not going to mess with us. They're going to mess with us. Because we are living in the devil's wrath. They are going to mess with us. They will. But the answer is, are they going to win? Are they going to win? That's the question. They can mess with us all day. They can torture us all day. But are they going to win? Are they going to win? So right now, we are basically at war. We are at war. And right now, by the looks of it, they are losing. They are losing. But in all actuality, the devil has already lost. The devil has already lost this war. You want to know how? The reason why the devil already lost this war, the reason why the Antichrist already lost this war, because the people are already awakened. See, the whole mission was to get the Christ children to forget who they are, was to forget where they come from, was to forget the power that they have. Because if the Antichrist can get the Christ children to forget who they are and where they are and why they are here, that means that the children of Christ will submit to the Antichrist. But the children of the Christ has awakened. So now that the children of the Christ has awakened, why would we go to the Antichrist when we know who that is and we know how powerful we are? So the Antichrist has already lost. The only thing that the Antichrist is doing now is continually putting its influence all over the earth. Because now that the Antichrist has lost this war, the Antichrist is mad. Because the Antichrist don't got the power. See, the Antichrist has the power over the people, but the Antichrist don't have the power over the people that he wanted. But the Antichrist is still the God of this planet. The Antichrist is going to always be the God of this planet until they destroy this earth. But the Antichrist is still not happy yet. Because the ones that he wanted power over, that he wanted dominion over, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. And the fact that the Antichrist couldn't do it, now he's even more madder. He's even more madder. And this is why we are going through the things that we are going through. Because the Antichrist now knows that he could not win the people of the Son. He knows that he could not win the people over the Christ. So it's making him even more madder. So what the devil is going to do is he is going to come alive on earth, and he's going to make the whole entire earth to come against the people that is of the Christ. This is what we are going through right now. Because the Antichrist lost the war in the spiritual, because the children of the Son, the children of the Christ, spiritually has awakened to know who they are. So in the spiritual world, the Antichrist has already lost. Shut my door, man. The Antichrist has already lost. In the spiritual world, the Antichrist been lost. Right? So in the physical world, the Antichrist is going to rise to form. And the Antichrist is going to get all the people of the earth to go against the children of the Christ. This is why in the Great Tribulation there's going to be war on the saints. Because right now in the spiritual world, the Antichrist and all of the demons has lost the war because the children of the Christ now knows who they are. So it's like we know who we is now. It's nothing you can do to us. Even if you kill us, you still lost because we have everlasting life. We have eternal life. So you lost. What can you do now? So the only thing that is left for the devil to do is rise in the physical, in the world, and get the people to turn on the children of the Christ and the physical. So spiritually, I'm already in another world. Spiritually, I am already in another dimension. Spiritually, I am already in heaven. Now we are about to have an ego death. Do y'all want me to go along with the ego death? Y'all want me to talk about the ego death? The ego death is the physical death. So spiritually, the children of the Christ, spiritually, the children of the Christ has already died in the spiritual world, and they are actually where they supposed to be in the spiritual realm. This is why we are awakened spiritually, because we are already with Christ. We are already at the feast. We have already gotten married to the Christ. We have already reunited with our bodies. Remember, the physical happens first, then the spiritual happens first, then the physical. So we already met Christ. We are already in our Christ bodies. We are already in that frequency. We are already in that energy. We are already with that source. And the spiritual, we are already there. This is why we are lazy in the physical. We don't want to do shit no more. It's like we saying, fuck this world. This is why we don't want no job. It's like we don't want nothing to do with this earth anymore, because spiritually we have evolved without Christ cells. But physically we are still in the body. So we already died. Spiritually, we have already died and went to Christ. Spiritually, our mind, everything is already there. And there's nothing that the Antichrist can do about it, because we are already with Christ. We are already protected. Even if you kill us right now, we are only going to go where our body is already at. You can't kill us. So right now we are going through the ego death. All of the Christ children is going through the ego death, where we already died in the spiritual and we are now with Christ. Now we got to die in the physical. That is the ego death. This is why now all of the Christ beings, we are about to be homeless. All of the Christ beings, we are about to be homeless. We are about to be starving, because we are about to see hell for what it is. Because once this mark comes, a lot of the children of the Christ, we're not going to accept it. So if the children of the Christ is not going to accept this mark, we are going to be homeless. We are going to die. Because we can't buy, we can't sell, we can't trade, we can't eat, we can't drink, we can't live if we don't take this mark. So what is there left for us to do? But basically wait for our death. And this is why we are having the ego death. Because eventually a lot of Christ people may say, you know what, I can't take it no more. This is why they say even Christ people can get deceived. Even Christ people can get tired. But if you are strong and you are one with Christ, no matter what they do to you in the physical, you already know where you are going. This is why I already know where I'm going. Even if you kill me right now, I know I'm going to be one with Christ, because I'm already there. My consciousness is already there. So you killing me, you only doing me due diligence by getting rid of me, because I'm already where I'm supposed to be at. Because I've been there. I am there. It's just that the physical body is still here. So once they take away everything that we need to sustain life, everybody that is of the Antichrist and have the mark, they are going to thrive. They're going to be the winners. In the physical, they are the winners. But in the spiritual, we are the winners. But in the physical, they are the winners. It's like a duality. So in the physical, the Antichrist and his followers are the winners. Because now they eating, they drinking, they partying, they living it up. And in the physical, the children of the Christ, we are suffering. We are dying. But in the spiritual, we are the gods. So right now we are basically, how should I put it? We are basically coming towards the end. And honestly, when them times comes, when children of the Christ go through that lets you know this is the end. Like, don't be afraid when you lose everything. Don't be dismayed. Don't be in fear. Don't be scared. Because when we leave this earth, brothers and sisters, when we leave this earth, we're going to leave with nothing. Just like how you came here with nothing, we're going to leave with nothing. Because nothing of this earth serves us any justice. We are going to leave literally with nothing. But when we go home, we're going to have everything. And all these people that is thinking that they are gaining by taking this mark, everybody that think that they are gaining by obeying this God, they thinking that they are winning. They think that they are winning. And they are living in the physical with everything. They got AI doing everything for them now. They don't even got to work. They get a monthly income just sitting on their ad. They can eat all. They are winning. They got everything. But one thing that they're not going to have is eternal life. This is their second death, and they don't even know it. So they're going to have everything that they ever dreamed of. They don't got to work as much anymore. They don't got to do nothing. They can party all day. Long as they obey their God that sits in that third temple, they can do whatever they want. They are living in abundance. They're going to enjoy their last remainings of life on earth. They're going to give them everything. But when they die, they will never have eternal life. Because when they die, that's it. That is their second death. Because we have to die to get here. This is our first death. The second death is when you have eternal life with the devil. That's the second death because you don't have eternal life. A lot of us is about to go through the second death. And for all the Christ people that has lost everything, don't be bothered by that. Because it's letting you know you never needed that to make you who you are. You never needed these riches. You never needed nothing of this earth to make you who you are. Because everything that makes you who you are is within. Your soul and your spirit is within this body. That makes you who you are. And your soul and your spirit is about to return to that body of yours that makes you everything. This body makes you nothing. Now, I wasn't trying to be on this live that long. I don't even know what made me start talking about this. I don't know what made me start talking about this. I don't know. Sometimes when the spirit take over me, I just let it flow. Yeah. Wow, that wasn't what I was planning on talking about on this live, but okay. Y'all gotta forgive me. I think Real got me on it. Real, thank you very much. I think Real was the one who put me in that mindset to start talking about that. Thank you, Real. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Telly, for being who you are. Everybody say thank you, Real. Thank you, Real was the one who brought that up. I don't even know what I was planning on talking about. How do I think that the war started? The war started from the very beginning. I truly believe that I believe that the war started when we got invaded. I believe that. See, because if you think about it, yeah, I said thank you, Real. If you think about it, we don't know nothing about ourselves. The only thing that we know is that The Anunnakis came on this planet, and they were alien beings. They were fallen angels, and they created human beings to be slaves. That's all we know. Other than the slavery part that happened a couple of thousand years ago or whatever, we don't know nothing about the human being. The only thing we know as human beings is that we had some alien fallen angels that came on earth, and they created human beings to be slaves. That's all we know. We don't know how earth was before they got here. Before they got here, we don't know. That is where the true war started. The true war started when the moment they got here was when the war started. Because we don't know how the earth was, how it looked, how it smelled. We don't know nothing about the earth before they got here. They trying to tell us that before the Anunnaki got here, it was nothing but land. And it was some creatures here. And they don't even give you a lot of information about the beings or the creatures that was on this earth. They don't tell you how the air looked, how it feels, how the sun. They don't tell you nothing. The only thing they tell you is that when the Anunnakis came on this planet, that they were alien beings and they were fallen angels and they created human beings, which is us. That's all they tell us. They tell us about the flood, but and when they tell you about the flood, they are lying to you. Because the first flood was basically the first reset. When we went through the first flood, that was the first reset of the earth. Because they got rid of all the humans at that time, and they got rid of all the Nephilim beings. They tried to lie to y'all and say that the Nephilims were the one that was attacking the people. That's a lie. Because if the Nephilims were the one that was attacking the human beings, why kill them? Why would y'all attack the Nephilims, and they was actually destroying and bothering and making the human beings' lives miserable? So why kill them too? Why kill them? And a lot of people don't think about that. They killed the Nephilims, the giants, and they killed the human beings at the same time in the flood. Why kill the Nephilim beings when they was basically doing everything that the Anunnaki was doing? Yeah. That don't make sense. They try to convince us that the Nephilim beings was having sex with the humans. They were torturing the humans. They were stealing the humans. They were beating the humans. They were doing all these things to humans. I'm like, if they were doing that, then they should have been saved, don't you think? Because the Anunnaki were doing the same thing. The Anunnaki actually created us to be slaves. So if we were created to be the Anunnaki slaves, do you think they was treating us like kings and queens? They was fucking us up, don't you think? So if the Nephilims are doing the same thing that the Anunnakis is doing, why would you kill the Nephilims when they doing everything that the damn Anunnakis were doing? So they should have been saved along with the Anunnakis. The Anunnakis should have said, you know what, Nephilim, y'all come on. Y'all don't like the humans either. Come on with us. But they got destroyed along with the humans. Why is that? It's nothing but Nephilim beings that is petrified in all of these mountains. You go in all of these mountains, they are Nephilim beings. Why was they destroyed along with the humans? What was they actually doing to be destroyed with the humans? People don't think. So we don't know exactly. We don't understand exactly. We don't understand exactly how the world was before they got here. And you right, Will. The Nephilims were like the Christ beings. The Nephilims had more power than the Anunnakis. That's why they got destroyed. It was the Nephilims that was telling the human beings who they really are. The Nephilims had the Christ energy in them. That's why they were supernatural. That's why that's why they had superpowers. It was the Nephilims that was telling the human beings that y'all are more than just human. Y'all are more than just slaves. And there was nothing that the Anunnakis could do to the Nephilims, because the Nephilims have more power than them. Think about the Christ beings in the physical. You got us Christ being that is telling every other human being, you are more than just a slave. You are more than what they just created. And we are waking up to know that we are more powerful than the creator that created us. It's just that we are still in the human body. But if you wake up to the Christ, if you wake up to the energy of Christ, if you spiritually awaken, you're going to realize that you are powerful than your maker. And eventually you're going to be telling everybody all over the earth that is not aware who they really are. It's just that we are all disguised in a human body. Now, all them spirits and all them souls that was in those Nephilim bodies, they rise. The bodies may have died, but they rise. Where do you think all those spirits and all those souls are? And it was millions of them. Where do you think the spirits and the souls of those Nephilim beings are on this day? And remember, we are all in the human body. You got draconian that is in the human bodies. You got the grays. You got all types of aliens that is in different bodies. You got the Nephilims. You got the Pleiadians. You got the Lyrians. You got the Samaritans. You have the Draconians. You have the Gregorians. You have all of them. We are all in human bodies. You don't know who you are under this flesh. You don't know who you are. All you know is that you are a human being. What if you find out right now that you are the original Nephilim? What if you find out right now that you were the original human being that was on this planet before? What if you found out that you was actually one of them slaves that was there? What if you found out that you was one of the Anunnakis that ruled over the humans? What if you found that out right now? What if you find out right now that you are one of the original Anunnakis? What if you found that out right now? But you were just in a human body. What if you found out that you was now an original Pleiadian? What if you find out that you was an original Lyran? But you just in a human body. That's why they say if your eyes could see what it really supposed to see, it would scare the living fuck out of you. Because you would see different creatures and different aliens in the same vicinity. That's why it would scare you. Because we don't know how Pleiadians really look. We don't know how Lyrans really look. We don't know how Draconians really look. We don't know how they really look. So if they put all of us in a human body, we all look the same. We all look the same. So that's why you have to awaken. Once you become awakened to where you are and who you are and why you are here, you're going to realize, wait a minute, ain't no aliens. There's no such thing as aliens. Ain't nobody going to come through no damn spaceship. We are the aliens. Aliens is always here. Aliens has always been here. We are the aliens. We are the extraterrestrials. We are the aliens. There's no alien coming from no spaceship. There's no alien coming through. There's no mothership. We are the aliens. It's just that we are disguised in the human body. That's why when they be telling y'all about, oh, it's alien, ain't no motherfucking alien coming. If anything, we're about to be revealed the true aliens that we are. You are about to be revealed, the true alien that you really are. That's all. So I don't believe in aliens. No, I don't. I'm an alien. You an alien. You just don't know who you are because we are all in the body. That's all. Shapeshifters, they ain't nothing but aliens. And honestly, the children of Christ, they can shapeshift too. Let me tell you how the children of the Christ. I never wanted to say it, I'm gonna say it now. But I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna say it now. Children of Christ, we can also shapeshift. But when we shapeshift, it's real scary. I'm gonna tell you why. When we shapeshift, we don't shapeshift like the other beings when they turn into monster. That's not how we shapeshift. When we shapeshift, we show the people who they really are, because we are the truth. We are the light. So when we shapeshift and be our original selves, it's only going to reveal to you who you really are. So right now, if I shapeshift in front of Michael, as an example, if I shapeshift in front of Michael, I am like a mirror to Michael because I am the truth. I am the light. I am Christ. So when I shapeshift, Michael is going to see who he really are, and it's going to scare him, and he's going to run. Like, I don't want to be near Ajita. He's going to run because he's going to see the truth within himself, so he's going to run from it. This is why the devil is scared of Christ, because when the devil sees Christ, the devil only sees himself, and he's scared of it. This is why they can't have mirrors in their house. Y'all really want me to go there with y'all? Or y'all not ready for that? I can shut up if you want me to. Uh-oh, we got the devil in the house. Everybody say hi to the devil. Say hi, Jay. Everybody say hi to the devil. This is why a lot of demons, a lot of children of the Antichrist can have mirrors in their house. They don't want to look at themselves. They can't be alone. They can't look at themselves. So when an actual child of Christ, when an actual light hit them, they're going to be revealed who they really are. It's like we are the mirror of them. So it's not that we are scary looking. They got y'all thinking that the true angels of Christ is scary looking with all these billions of eyes. But indeed, we do have billions of eyes, because once you open up your third eye, you see all things. This is why it is called the all-seeing eye. Because now that you have your third eye open, you can see all things for what it really is. With these, you can't see nothing but a third. So with this, you see all things. This is why it's that one eye there, the all-seeing eye, see all things. Right? So when we shift, we are actually a mirror. We are the light. We are the truth. So if a demon come up to me, a demon only going to see himself, because he's looking at the truth. It's the light that is shining on him, showing him the truth. It's the mirror showing him the truth. So he only scared of himself. He's not scared of me. He's scared of himself. Because I walk in truth. I walk in light. So it's not that they are scared of the angels of Christ. They are scared of themselves. That's why they can't be around the Christ. This is why whenever you see a person walking in a room, you ever walked into a room and a person just hates you for no reason and you never met them at all? You can walk in a room. You can walk in anywhere. You always got that one person, or you always got some people that just don't like you. Like, who is that? They just don't like you. They get irritated. They get bothered by your presence. And you never met that person a day in your life. You never met that person a day in your life. And you walk in the same room with them and they just get irritated all of a sudden. Like, who is that? I don't like her. The vibe is off. I don't like her energy. That's not what it is. They see that mirror of them walking through that door. Because they are aware who you are. And for some of us, we are aware who we are too. This is why when I walk in any room, this is why we got to know who we are. and where we are and why you are here. Because now that you have awakened who you are now aware that you're going to walk in many rooms and you're going to be disliked for being who you are. It ain't because you ugly. It ain't because you got messed up teeth. It ain't because you short. It's because of who you are. They don't like it. They don't like it at all. They get irritated by that energy. It's almost like a vampire seeing the sun. So they're going to do whatever they got to do to get rid of your ass. They're going to do whatever they got to do to get the whole room to turn on you. This is what the Antichrist is going to do. The Antichrist is irritated. The Antichrist is irritated because of our light. Because the Antichrist couldn't win us over. So now our light is shining brighter. When the Antichrist job was to darken it, was to dim it. But now that we've grown to know who we are, our light is shining brighter. The Antichrist is getting bothered by this light. So now the Antichrist got to rise and get everybody that hate these people that got that light on them. This is why the whole world is going to turn on the children of the Christ. This is why the whole world is going to turn on the saints. It's not going to be the Antichrist that destroyed the children of the Christ. It's going to be our own people. The God of this world is not going to destroy us. It's going to be man that's going to destroy us. Do I believe in Jesus? I believe that it was a man. A lot of people ask me, do I believe in Jesus? Let me give y'all my honest opinion before I get off of this live. I believe that it was a man that was just like us. I believe it was millions of people at that time that was just like us. It wasn't only Jesus. I believe it was millions that was just like us. And I believe that man, I don't believe his name was Jesus. I don't believe his name was Yahweh. I don't believe his name was none of those names. I believe that this man taught a nation full of people everything that he knows. And they became powerful just like him. And they had to get rid of him because he was changing the people. Just like the Nephilims was showing the people the truth. I believe that man they called Jesus had the same energy that the Nephilims had in them. And I believe that we had the same energy that Christ had in him. And me, as you, as well as Christ, had the same energy that this is why we're going through the Great Reset. Because things only rewinds. Because right now you got people that is waking up. That is showing and telling other people what is really going on, that is really the truth. And what happened to those people that tell the truth? They get destroyed. They get made fun of. Their image get hindered. And what happened to Jesus Christ? That man who was telling the people the truth, that was waking people up. They crucified him. And what happened to the devil that was in heaven and tried to tell people you don't have to obey or worship anyone? What happened to the devil? They threw him out of heaven. And everyone that followed him. Look what happened to the Nephilims. They flooded them out. And everyone that followed them. What you think happened to Jesus and everyone that followed him? They all got destroyed. What do you think going to happen to us and everyone that followed and believed us? We are all going to get destroyed. Everything just rewinds itself, people. They're going to keep doing it until there's no one left but the followers. Because we are the leaders. The man they called Jesus was a leader. The Nephilims was leaders. We are leaders. So eventually they got to get rid of all the leaders and all of the followers to those leaders. To eventually there is nothing left. So when this Antichrist hit this planet and call himself God and declare himself God to all the people and sit in his third temple, the only followers he's going to have left on earth is the one that follows him. Because everybody that followed the other leaders are now destroyed. So there will be no more Christ-like beings on this planet. Because the Antichrist don't want no distractions. This is why it's about to be the great tribulations and war on the saints. Because the Antichrist going to do whatever he got to do to destroy these Christ beings. Because at the end of the day, you only going to worship no one but him. Why? Because he's a jealous God. You don't worship anyone but me. So, now that I have done spoke my truth, I am going to get off of this live because I smell food. I smell food and it smells like steak. It smells good as hell. So I want to thank all of y'all for being on my live. And no, I didn't. That wasn't intended for you to have nightmares. That wasn't intended for you to have a nightmare. That was intended for you to wake up. It was an intended for you to know where we really are. A lot of people don't want to hear the truth. The truth is very scary. This is why we are living in the imaginary land of the physical. We are basically living in the land of Oz. This is really the land of Oz, where the God you worshiping is living in a body with a mic. And everybody got to worship this man with a mic. We are living in the land of Oz. Go watch The Wizard of Oz. No matter which one it is, whether it's the white version or the black version, go watch the land of Oz. We are in the land of Oz, where you are worshiping and serving a fake God that has no power. And you're going to realize, just like Dorothy realized in the end, that all power was within her. While the whole land of Oz is worshiping a God that has nothing, you're going to realize in the end that you have everything. Go watch The Wizard of Oz. So I'm going to get off of this live. And I love you all. And I am going to make sure y'all subscribe to me. Make sure y'all stay in touch with me. And I am ready to eat something because I am hungry. I watched the Hunger Games for the first time. I watched the Hunger. I haven't seen the movies Wicked yet. I haven't watched the movie Wicked yet. I believe that Wicked got something to do with that, but I might watch it. I love you too, George. I love you too, TT. Thank you. Welcome. I don't know what's for dinner, but I know I smell it, and I know I'm about to eat it. So make sure that y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all stay in contact with me. I might be on live tomorrow. I don't know. But I'm trying not to stay on live as long as I usually be. Usually I've been on here for like 2 hours. Because time go by so fast. Because I talk. Until when I look at the time, I'm like, damn, it's 2 hours already? So I'm trying to keep it below an hour and a half. So I love y'all so much. Thank you for supporting me. Thank y'all for subscribing to me. And I might be on back tomorrow. What today? Today, Tuesday? I don't even know what day it is. That's a damn shame. I don't even know what day it is. That's a shame. But anyway, love you all. What day?